Papino. Zeke Black is in the building, man. Zeke Black is in the building. You know, I didn't have to really work. I didn't have to work today. I had to work this morning, but not this afternoon. But I said, you know what? I was watching this show today, and it was called Power. Kanan 2. And I seen an advertisement for Power Kanan 3. And I said, you know what? That's right up my alley. You know, I've been talking this gang shit for a little too long, but this is right up my alley. You know what I'm saying? And this brought back memories, man. You know what I'm saying? It brought back in the days, you know, 86, 87, 88, 89, you know what I'm saying? A lot of history in that. Now you like you know, Harlem was torn down, the Bronx was burnt down. But Queens is different because Queens was a place where a lot of African Americans is moving to for a better life. You know, if you became an MTA worker, you got a good job, riding trains, you know, train conductors. You in Queens was successful jazz musicians. You know what I'm saying? They moved to Queens or Long Island. So the clientele in Queens was different than how we would look at it in Harlem or Bronx, because it was more of the working class. You understand what I'm saying? Back in that time, only part of Queens we thought about was Queensbridge. MC Shan, Marley Marl, Craig G. Shout out to the whole Queensbridge. Shout out to my man Frito, Astoria Projects. That's something we heard that on the radio. But then, as magazines began to surface, like Right On and Word Up magazine, we discovered that there was something called the Coliseum. Some people, unless you went to school in Queens, you ain't know about that, or unless you had family in Queens, you ain't know about that. There was a clique called the Shirt Kings. They made the shirts, but Coliseum, Gertz, and all that was popping on its own. Now, Queens niggas wasn't hidden. It's just that we wasn't talking about them. Because if you notice, looking at Living 100, Living 100 pictures, telling Blanco sent you, the Queens cats was going to the Fever, Latin Quarters, in them pictures. You see the pictures, you see the flicks. Go on their pages. Hassan, what's that? Hassan 92 from Far Rock. Shout out to the whole Far Rock. You know what I'm saying? We in the building. Queens is in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? So we see the flicks of them. They was in the spots with the Alpos, the Rich Porters, the you know, the LDs, rest in peace. They was with the Brooklyn Cats in the Latin Quarters. They was at all these spots. They was at the Fever, the original Fever. You know what I'm saying? That Sal owned. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Bronx, Burnside. That's right, Sonny. You know what I'm saying? Oh, God. Mistake right there, but I got you. You know what I'm saying? And this is where, you know what I'm saying, that part of Queens. So shout out to Queens though, you know what I'm saying? So as I'm watching this, I'm like, yo, I remember that era, like Seaguard and you know Prince. My man Pretty Black was from there, you know, he's from the South Side. Shout out to Pretty Black, you know what I'm saying? My man Black and them, they from the Bricks, Brimmy, you know what I'm saying? My man Pook Dogs, Pookie, he's Harlem. But they was fucking with the South Side, something. 121 and all that, you know what I'm saying? It's you know what I'm saying? If you listen to earlier Mobb Deep tracks, right? So they talk about the era, there was a famous weed spot on 121 and something. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to early Mobb Deep tracks, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of money in the South Side, man. But they was doing a lot of things that was crazy. You know, allegedly they killed the PO. Allegedly they killed the cop. You know the cop, the reason for TNT, cop shot TNT. Remember that? Cop shot TNT. I remember when that shit happened. You know what I'm saying? And that was amazement because they was really putting that, like, some niggas is doing it like that, and they was explaining how much money they was making. Now, this is before Prince came to power. We talking about Preem, Tommy Mickens, Fat Cat. Because you know, when we heard about Queens, other than Queensbridge, we heard about Hollis Queens, Run DMC, Hollis Crew, 201, all that other stuff. You know, LL Cool J, Farmers Boulevard. You know what I'm saying? So we really touch on the Supreme team. You know what I'm saying? But they was getting a lot of bread, Fred. You know what I'm saying? Black Just was well connected with Harlem. There's a lot of Harlem cats, so you speak to them, the older cats, and be like, yo, he was like a Harlem cat. Like, yeah, he used to be in Queens, but he from here. You know what I'm saying? Charles Street, no side blocks over there, downtown, 13th, 14th Street. A lot of cats know who Black Just is. You know what I'm saying? Definitely rest in peace, Black Just. You know what I'm saying? Definitely rest in peace, Black Just. Well, James Pickney was good. He was popping. Queens is in the building, man. Well, you know what I'm saying? So I'm seeing what 50's doing, man. We never got to see that side of 50, the true, when he was a little young cat. And these are the beeper era. Remember the beeper? Sugar King's Goats. I know Illa G was popping on Brooklyn in the building. My nigga Illa G is my guy G. G, you in Queens right now. Even though G's not a Queens nigga. He has all the bad luck in the world in Queens. But that's my nigga Illa G, man. That's my nigga G, you know what I'm saying? Yo, thanks for checking in, bro. Nigga from Brooklyn, my nigga G, you know what I'm saying? What was it, the 3 Mob, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Queens, man. So, exactly, real niggas is on real nigga time. See, real niggas on real niggas time, niggas pop up, pop out. Yo, what's up? It's what real niggas do. We going into the Queens joint, you know what I'm saying? I was in 5 Points with Green Eye Born. I was with him. I used to be at them with the poker table. I don't even play poker. Niggas tell you I'm known for fucking poker games up. But I had a little bit of commissary, so I could always play around. Big Mike, Murder Unit. That's what I'm saying. Y'all be putting together some weird narratives about these fake beefs. It don't really be crew beefs. It be individual issues. Now, think what I just told you. Green Eye Born is playing poker with Big Mike from the Murder Unit. Now, some of you cats might say, nah, but they wasn't rocking with certain niggas over there and certain niggas over there. Y'all just be chatting, bro. It be individual issues with dudes, you know what I'm saying? It don't be what y'all niggas be hearing on, yo, he had beef with the whole team. That don't be that. That don't be that. Shout out to Green Eye Born. I heard he locked up again. Free that man, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Shout out to Brooklyn, Williamsburg, Bed-Stuy, Bainbridge. Let's talk about it. See what I'm saying? We're in the streets. Preem team was making a lot of money, man. And the funny part was they was getting middle income in Long Island money. So when you say they was making $250 a week, you gotta believe that shit. Like, think about what he was at. The average person, because other than them 2 projects, Baisley and 40s, everything else is residential. You know what I'm saying? So it was actually the working class, a teacher, doctor, lawyer. They was getting that type of money. You know what I'm saying? They was getting that on a daily basis. Side blocks was crazy. And I ain't gonna front, hanging out on the South Side or Fox and all that, I realized there was a lot of territory that dudes, individuals had. This is way before the blood shit. This is, dudes is on block time. You on block time. You know what I'm saying? You know? Shit was real serious, man. This is before Prince had his run. You know what I'm saying? This is when Preem and them and, you know, free Preem. Preem is a real one. You know what I'm saying? And you know, certain things happen in the game. This is what happens. Certain things happen in the game. Now think about it. You would think with all the danger that happened in Brooklyn, all the drug money that came through Harlem back then, we talking about the Angel Dust, the, the Bomber Z, probably the Bomber Z. Exactly, Five Man. Exactly, B-boy. Listen, you know what I'm saying? We in the building, Queens. That's they had their own wave. Queens has had their own movement. They had their own power. Their own energy. You see what I'm saying? The reason why I got the Gucci hat on in the Coke shirt, because it's bringing it back to the days. Shirt Kings. This is before all the FUBU and all other shit that was going on. Shirt Kings is part of hip-hop culture. Dapper Dan, part of hip-hop culture. Coca-Cola shirts, Mickey Mouse shirts. We're taking it back to that time. We're bringing it back to that era. Shit was real nigga time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Them dudes was a little smart. A lot of guys had a lot of time, a lot of guys died. That's what happens in the game. The game, you either gonna get, how 50 Cent said, get rich or die trying. You only got two options, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing in the middle. You niggas that surprise me with all this sympathy shit, this emotional shit. We do not do that. We don't do the emotional shit. We don't do these are the consequences. I don't know what happened to the game. The game done changed. I don't know who's teaching you niggas. I don't know what box y'all heard a story from, but when you sell drugs, you're liable to go to jail. You may not want to go to jail the day you want to go to jail, but you're liable to go to jail if you do it too long. So you can't, even though you got to blame the person who told on you, you still have to suck up your consequences. You can't walk around crying and, they took me from my family, and why me? This is what comes with the game. And this is what I don't understand. You can't be emotional and be a gangster. You understand what I'm saying? You can't smoke something and then cry 5 minutes later like, yo, I feel bad, I just killed this nigga. That's not how this shit go. You know what I'm saying? That's not how this shit go. So a lot of you niggas that we done gave gangster tags to and all these weird tags to, they definitely don't deserve it. Yo, when Pappy blew, he threw a chair at the judge. Nigga, I know, fuck that. Fuck you, nigga. When the Rondu nigga from the AZ shit blew, nigga, fuck you, fuck him, fuck everybody. That's how niggas give it up. You know what you signed up for. Shit, I got caught. I got caught slipping. But in their era, right? The one thing that was one thing that always made the game weak was drug addiction. Heroin era, niggas started sniffing dope, or better yet, niggas started sniffing coke, started smoking, and niggas started slipping. The crack era, niggas thought they were smooth. I could sell crack and sniff coke. Niggas started slipping. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened. So a lot of the crimes that was happening, money was being fucked up. More money was being fucked up. Back in the days, you give a nigga 100 pack, he really come back with your money. Now you got a nigga who's partying, he coming back short or he disappearing. So then it leads to consequences. Everybody reacts different. A lot of stories I heard about these niggas was a little dangerous. Like you owed them niggas some money. Them niggas was snatching you up, bring you to some nigga basement, and they was literally putting hands and feet on you for like 2-3 hours, busting you over the head 8-9 times. And that might have been because you ran off with a G-Pack. Stories I heard on that South Side. Like, damn, what? Because I didn't understand. Them niggas had mad real estate. Like, I'm from East Harlem. If we hustled on the block, you only had one block. If you had 3 blocks, that's because your networking was great. But there was nobody that never had 20 blocks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was amazing to hear, like, Baisley, side blocks, yo, over here by Popeyes, by where 50 Cent used to live at, yo, got Brewer, yo, let's go by 40s, we got a connection over there. Even though the Corleys definitely had that shit on Smith Ash, you know what I'm saying? Was Papino. It was a different type of time in New York. That was amazing in here, you know what I'm saying? Like I told you, niggas did, let me tell you something. In my generation, right? Because I'm 47, right? We didn't think a lot of Brooklyn niggas got money because that's not what you heard. You heard the Spanish niggas in Bushwick. You always heard it was a Puerto Rican nigga somewhere. When you seen somebody from Brooklyn that was getting some bread, it was always out of town. It was an out of town move. It was never nothing that was New York based. And then you hear about the Baby Sams, the Catos, and the niggas in Red Hook projects that was catching 88, 89 cases and 90 cases, and you know what I'm saying? And dudes that was in the Mayos, and you hear about this like, oh shit, niggas was getting bread in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? But you don't hear about that too much because the violence that supersedes. Now you understand what I'm saying? Because when you think Brooklyn, you think about stick-ups, murders, nigga don't get you. I'm gonna tell you something, it's crazy. When you think about Brooklyn niggas, I have niggas that say I'm gonna get on my Brooklyn shit that never been to Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get on my Brooklyn shit, son. You never been to Brooklyn? Who you know in Brooklyn? Nah, son, I just hate them Brooklyn niggas get crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, when niggas say they gonna get on their Brooklyn shit, you gonna start booking niggas. Like, yo, man, fuck all that. I'm gonna get on my Brooklyn shit. Nigga, you from Riverdale, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You on some Brooklyn shit. But that's the type of, that's what we thought of Brooklyn, because when you got locked up, when you bump heads with a nigga in the penitentiary, from Brooklyn, he was in jail for robbery or murder. There was nothing on the side. Like, you never caught a Brooklyn nigga in jail for buying bus. I mean, some of y'all may, but I never. In my lifetime, I met a nigga in Brooklyn at that era, 9'2", 9'5", that was in it for drugs. Every nigga I met had a violent crime, and by 9'5", these niggas was on some shoot 'em up, robbing niggas in the court pens. They was on a different type of time. You know what I'm saying? E-Town. I remember he was in the crutches talking about, yo, when I blew, I went to go get sentenced. I cut a nigga. Fuck, he was in crutches, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to E-Town. You know what I'm saying? I hope you home by now. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Pumpkin Blue Try. He came back looking sad. But these niggas, see, you guys keep in mind, a lot of these little gang beefs come from when back then you could wear your full clothes. I mean, full clothes. I mean, you could tell wifey, yo, bring me the platters, the shoes, and the true shirt. When you go to court, you might be good in your dorm, but when you go to them court pens, that's where it's a whole nother ball game. You in there with the wolves. And if you wasn't cool with the wolves, or you wasn't known for getting busy, or a nigga didn't for a consequence, nigga try you. Yo, so that butter soft leather you got, huh? You know what I'm saying? I done seen some niggas that run around on these social networks talking crazy. I seen weird predicaments like, damn, son, nigga did take your sneakers. Or he told you what, you didn't want to get cut. That's one thing about them Brooklyn niggas. And you staying in Queens, though. One thing about them Brooklyn, shout out to Glaze, you know what I'm saying? Because Glaze is giving y'all niggas a lot of information. Shit that niggas wish they knew. Like, oh, what? Shout out to him, 18. You know what I'm saying? I got family out there in East New York, you know what I'm saying? And these are some of the stories they used to tell me about certain side blocks and all that. You know what I'm saying? Don't get in my comments talking crazy. But if you want to add on, you can add on. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody on the side blocks, new lots. Everybody on Miller Ave. Everybody in, you know, Linden Plaza. You know what I'm saying? Cypress, exactly. Pink houses. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying? They was on a different energy. Them niggas was just different. That's what I told you. When you heard of Brooklyn, you always heard some, like when you hear about the Galaxy, right? It was just done. I've been there a couple of times. The Galaxy in Pennsylvania. You had dudes that was catching Fed charges out there selling pussy, like allegedly. That's crazy. Plus getting money on Pennsylvania Avenue, Van Sicklin Avenue. Brooklyn, that's Brooklyn. Now you think about this. Glaze came from that energy to Queens. But them Queens niggas was matching it. I think the God body shit was like the blood shit back then. So what happened with the God body shit was, even though because most of them niggas been in jail. Like the average nigga that was talking about, my name is Shalik or Matik, been in the penitentiary, either DFY or C-74. So these dudes are all experienced criminals. The only difference is when you add the Brooklyn element, then they're getting you into we don't care shit. Because Brooklyn niggas don't really care. Back then, Brooklyn niggas didn't care. Brooklyn niggas didn't care. The Jamaican niggas were smoking niggas. The Jamaican niggas is what niggas are scared of. Like, if I disrespect the Rastafarian, niggas might kill my family. That's the energy. That's the energy. Definitely salute that. That's the energy that the Jamaican niggas gave back in the days. I don't give a fuck where you was at. You was not running on Flatbush slapping them Jamaicans talking about, yo, your niggas is soft. Those niggas was on that. They don't care if they got deported. That's the energy. That's the energy that they was on. They wasn't scared. I don't know what happened after, but they was like, fuck that. We gonna get crazy. Long dreads, Clarks, satin slacks, and a button-up shirt. That solidified them nigga. That rude boy. I ain't fucking with rude boy. Rude boy a little serious. Niggas slap you. No, Jamaican niggas always been disrespectful, but we talk about the disrespectful Jamaican niggas. You know what I'm saying? You see what Mojo went to jail for? Nigga was gigging on his head. Nigga shot him. You know what I'm saying? Jamaican niggas definitely don't know disrespect. You know, he came home, but that's the type of energy them rude boys is on. Y'all niggas know Evansville, certain parts of Crown Heights, definitely Flatbush. You know what I'm saying? So imagine Glaze come from that, and he goes around them niggas. So he on a different type of time. I got niggas that kidnap for a living. I got niggas that just shoot. I got a couple of good niggas that'll tie a nigga up for 2-3 hours. So Fat Cat like, fuck it, I'm in. Why you think Fat Cat brought Pappy Mason out there? Because he knew that he just couldn't go there and control what niggas he grew up with. He had to bring some other niggas that could keep shit in line. But Pappy was a little off. Pappy, and notice he wasn't that he was off. It was the money that he was making. When you're making a lot of fucking money, right? You making so much money, nigga can't tell you nothing. I mean, them niggas, fuck them niggas killing the cops. Exactly. Rest in peace, Pig. Jack. Pig. Rest in peace, Pig. Rest in peace, Pig. From Pink Houses. They said Jack just came home a couple of years ago. Salute to Jack. Ricky Martin just came home. These are the names. These niggas that was robbing the buses and all that shit. These are the niggas that some of these rap niggas is rapping about. Gangstar. Because remember, Primo got peoples in the East. You know what I'm saying? Premier's, one of his, I think his manager lived in Linden Projects. One of the niggas that he ran with. I remember when Gangstar performed at the Apollo. We talking about East New York niggas was in there crazy. Browns was in there crazy. We in the streets, people. We in the streets. We're not. This is all before the 031 and all the. But the Crip shit might have been here though. Those Jamaican niggas go all over the place, and them niggas, Jamaican niggas, always be up to something. Not the old niggas, but the newer niggas. All that shotty shit, that shit played out to the Crip shit. You know what I'm saying? And the line shit. We gotta be honest. You see a nigga with tight jeans, a clean Caesar. You know what I'm saying? These niggas is different. You know what I'm saying? It always wanted to be in some fuck American shit. I don't know why. This is West Indian. It's just the West Indian way. They wake up and go, fuck all black Americans. They Africans. They wake up in the morning and go, fuck them blacks. I don't know why. But all Jamaicans ain't like that. But you know, there's a lot that look at you like you weird. You know what I'm saying? So now we talking about the era. Like, I never knew that Big Nice was that Lou Got Cash Pops. I never knew that shit, like, till recently. I'm like, well, get the fuck out of here. The Lost Boys, freaky time. And when the nigga that killed, one of the niggas that got snatched up for the shit got snatched up on Logan Arms. Them niggas came at the feds and snatched his ass, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is real shit. There's niggas that was going from, I'm not throwing a nigga name in the air because he doing concerts in Albany now. But he came from the South Side and started fucking with Troy and all that in 87, 88, 89, 90 and all that shit. An official Queens crew that came that was fucking with the South Side. Official Queens crew that used to be in Southside crew, Daquan and them niggas, they used to be in County Projects before they took the hallways out. You know what I'm saying? But that's after they didn't snatch up Preem the first time, Preem and Fat Cat and them. It was new names out there back then. You know what I'm saying? It was a newer floor. But then Prince got on his bullshit and allegedly shit got crazy. You know what I'm saying? But this is some real shit. This 50 Cent shit that's popping off is some shit to see because what came derived from that, think about this. Who come from Southside, right? You say Robo Just, because I be seeing his brother. So I don't know if he's from there, but I be seeing Robo Just's brother a lot coming through on Fox and all that, and Sufton and all that. You know, Scar Valentine, rest in peace. We see him a lot. He's from that side, South Side. Scar, 5'9" Brim, he from that side. You know what I'm saying? Zoo Bang from that side. Chopper City from that side. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you don't know who Chopper City is, Nori Yeagers, Peoples is from that side. And this is how small the streets is, right? You would never know that Papoose and Nori, before hip-hop, was already like in-laws. They already family. You see what I'm saying? Because Papoose has kids by Nori's cousins. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell you, you can philosophize, meet niggas, say what you want to say, but it has to make sense, right? Now the cousins that he has that they all related to, in Bloody Money, he mentions a guy named Alley Cat. Alley Cat from the South Side. That's Noriega's family. That's who I be with. I've been around Norie's sisters and his brother, Mike and Miguel and all them. I done been around all of them. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the whole South Side. Shout out to the Lashleys, my nigga Corey and all that. You know what I'm saying? H Money Bags, Twin, Foch. We on the side blocks right now. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Auntie. This is where we at. We in Queens, right? We gonna be in Queens. Shout out to my man Black 118th. 118th. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We in Queens. We're in Queens. These dudes was getting money, bro. I walked past that store that Fat Cat owned so many times. It's coming through. You know, when you coming through, once you pass, what's Liberty Avenue, and you keep walking like 2-3 blocks before you get to the store, that side block was at 150th or some shit like that, or whatever block that was. That's where Fat Cat had the store at. When Fat Cat got bagged, I would go by the store where they had the, you know what I'm saying? Fat Cat owned some property. So he wasn't hustling to be dumb. He actually owned like six pieces of property. Fat Cat Nichols, you know what I'm saying? So this is gonna be interesting watching this 50 Cent shit because it shows a guy who grew up in the hood. His mom was getting money in that arena. She passed away, and how he picked the torch up, and this is weird. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We in the building, you know what I'm saying? He said free Ty Nichols, you know what I'm saying? This is the generation. Mind you, when Fat Cat caught this one, he caught this shit in his late 30s, early 40s. This wasn't no little young shit. You know, shout out to the Furtados, shout out to everybody in Baisley, you know what I'm saying? Back then, I don't know what was going on, but I remember the Grandmaster Vic. Grandmaster Vic was a big DJ. Buddha Barber was a big DJ. Clue was on the come up, and Ike Love, they was on the come up. But the ones that when you went to a club, peace to the guards, peace to the guards. You know what I'm saying? Definitely Fat Cat Nephew, you know what I'm saying? When you pulled up in the club, right? You pulled up in the club, anywhere Mercedes, tropical, what do you call it? The fantasy, the tropical shit that I call it tropical, but the shit that with Teflon Don allegedly caught a situation. My man went to jail for that shit though, you know what I'm saying? James Ward Corley, exactly, the Corley brothers. Them niggas built some OG shit like we're not gonna kill each other. We're just gonna kill the rats and niggas how to come to play. It was crazy. And when I come through them blocks and them side blocks and I feel it, you feel the one thing I say about Queens niggas, man, is that they respect their OGs. Q Club, facts. Grandmaster Vic, Buddha Barber. Shout out to Grandma 40, the whole 40s, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. No Troy Moore, the niggas on Liberty Ave and all that, you know what I'm saying? This shit is, because I think, yeah, definitely shout out to Rochester. I remember they had a crew called the Dipset. I was in jail with some of them niggas. Them Rochester niggas get crazy. Definitely shout out to the whole upstate, Buffalo, Rochester. Yeah, niggas used to tell me about Central Ave and all that shit and all this, the Spanish niggas on one side. Definitely shout out to the whole Rock, you know what I'm saying? The Rock was dangerous. The Rock was like, Rock was like Syracuse and Buffalo. The body count is different. Western New York, they get crazy. In jail, I call them upstate gangsters. Some niggas call me upstate gangsters. Syracuse, Buffalo, Niagara Falls, Watertown. All them niggas, they rock. Sometimes Utica. Depends on if you're from Utica. Because, you know, Utica had a long run with mad Brooklyn niggas coming through. So at one point, half of Brownsville and East New York was in Utica. That's why they had a bad war out there. But when you meet somebody out there, their father might be an official Brooklyn nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, my dad was out here. The niggas y'all niggas are seen on Telling Blanco pictures. The same niggas y'all seen on Living 100 pictures on IG. These are the same niggas that was sitting up in Utica. Baby Sam, them niggas making moves out of town. That's what they was going to these spots. You know what I'm saying? One thing about Brooklyn that fucked me up was after all the mayhem, them niggas would go out of town and get a whole lot of money. You know what I'm saying? These niggas that get money and respect the plug. That's the shit that's crazy. Think about this. When you hear about Mark Cross, you hear all the shoot 'em up, bang bang shit. He was getting money in Skinneck at one point in time before he got, before a situation. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas is on that bag thing. You know what I'm saying? Dudes got out of the stage and sticking up catch because dudes is going to jail for violence. You understand what I'm saying? Like, damn, let me try to get this money shit. Like, this robbery shit, it's too much police on the street for what niggas is doing. See, back in the days, it was cool to go up in that house and tie the whole house up. You know what I'm saying? And you can walk away with 2-3 bricks. But now with all these cameras and all this other shit, even back then with all that TNT shit, niggas they got time to run on the block and get hopped out on. You know what I'm saying? So dudes put it on a profession. Yo, what? I got a town. Where? Watertown. Let's go. Binghamton. Boom. I'm there. And some dudes found more success out of town than in their own hood. Because in the hood is dangerous. Definitely East New York and Brownsville. That's just a war zone. Cypress is still going through shit through the 70s. The first half versus the second half. They're still going through there. That's some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bearmans, you know what I'm saying? My man D-Man from Bama's, you know what I'm saying? All the homies, everybody out there in Bama's, you know what I'm saying? What? So we back in Queens, We talk about Grandmaster Vic. When you see somebody pop in the car, that's the Grandmaster Vic joint, Buddha Barber joint. DJ Clue was on the come up then. This is when DJ Clue was on the come up. But he was fucking with some real to the GM family. So his name is getting out there, fucking with Mikey B and all. Definitely, yo, salute to Mikey B. He on his way home, man. Salute to him. He been down there like over 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Mikey B, man. He made the board. He on his way home. GM family. Shout out to the whole GM family. Support my man Reek the Villain. My man Marley. Queens. You know what I'm saying? Tell you, man. So now think about when you went to that mall. What's the name of the mall again? The Coliseum. The Coliseum is already. Then I thought about it. My eyes blew. They said it used to be at the cutting hair by the Coliseum or some shit like that, right? If I'm wrong, say it in the comments. But he used to be saying he was cutting hair at the Coliseum. Now. A lot of dudes played that area. The Coliseum is a famous spot. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because, and somebody just said that, I'll be talking fact, I do my best so we get a clearer understanding to make an Ave of this conversation. So what happens is the grown folks hop in here and they think about shit like, you know, sometimes you might let somebody say some stupid shit just because, he talking, but that's not what was reality, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like it was like a lot of love. A lot of beefs came off a little stupid shit, like dudes robbing gambling spots, dudes coming short on niggas. I mean, not short of, see, because 2-3 people might have got killed because they went up for the pack, doesn't call for, niggas is really telling niggas they had to move when you disappeared with 5 ounces or more. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you can't come back unless you got my money. That was the type of energy that I knew. I never seen nobody go, he stole 5 dimes and now we gotta kill him. Maybe that might have been the beginning of the drug shit, but a lot of times niggas be fucking niggas real money up. When the nigga say he got bust over the head 20 times, it's because he done went off with an eighth, a G-pack, something that's worth a motherfucker getting mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, he really tried to play me, I'm gonna get him, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And that's you know, because normally I talk the gang shit, and that's a nice, and this is dope. God, check that 50 Cent shit. He on the money with this. This one, he on the money with the one I'm watching, with the son, Tyreek, whatever the case may be. But this one, he on the money. Because now he's gonna show us the era, the vision of what he grew up in. The beepers, remember the Suzuki Sunrise, you know, that was the era, the Sterlings, the Golfs, the Volvos. When he was a kid, you know what I'm saying? When dudes was really making moves, when dudes was running around with when you had a triple beam scale in your house, allegedly. You didn't have a digital scale, you had a triple beam, and you had to learn math real fast. You know what I'm saying? When you physically went to the corners, when you went to go see Ahmed and them niggas, yo, let me get 2 boxes of bottles. This is what I'm talking about. When you really paid somebody to bottle up all day. Allegedly, sit in the stash house, bottle up, and that shit hit the block. When you had to be Chef Boy RD or know who Chef Boy RD was. There wasn't nothing in the side. You wasn't trying nothing new when you had 3 bricks. You know what I'm saying? You tried to feed the block. Now, he wasn't, you know, how do you ask that? Now, he wasn't, what he did was he used Ja Rule's marketing to his advantage. And it may sound crazy what I'm about to say, but what he did was, I don't know who it was in his crew. I don't know if it was Sha Money XL. I don't know if it was Who Kid. I don't know if it was even Lloyd Banks. I don't know which one of them niggas was. But when them niggas started promoting that, because he never had a beef with Ja. 50 man allegedly robbed Ja. He just happened to be with the nigga. But you know how that shit go. Two niggas is walking here, this nigga go. I'm about to get the nigga. And 50 Power's like, fuck it, you get him, they act crazy, I'm a pop. So that's how Ja looked at it. See, this is the street way. This is how the streets talk. I'm letting you know how the streets talk. Let me slow it up again. I'm walking down the block, I see a victim. I tell my man, yo, son, I'm about to get this nigga. My man go, word? Yo, son, them niggas act crazy, I'm gonna pop with you. So when Ja seen him on the solo, he like, nigga, you was the nigga that booked me. He felt he was down with it, of course, because had shit got gritty, you would have popped. That's just street shit, but you niggas gotta be narrated something. Yes, I gotta sit here and tell you, like I'm telling you right now. Let me tell you something. If a nigga booked me with another nigga, you know. You know what I'm saying? That's just how the streets go. Please, somebody tell me something. Please, somebody tell me something different. We're not doing the, I don't know, I'm not from the streets. We're talking about real street shit. If I run up in your house and throw a gun in your mother's house face and go, give me the fucking safe, and Little Warren is with me, and you're catch Little Warren by himself, you're not gonna listen to, yo, Zeke, I didn't know he did that, I had nothing to do with that. That's why I'm telling you, don't let niggas, that's why a lot of dudes die, bro. That's why a lot of you niggas is dying, because you're allowing the Source Magazine, the SXLs, and this MTV News shit, and these other niggas that's on the social networks manipulate your niggas to thinking that, listen, in my lifetime, I go down the block with a nigga, right? One time, this is a true story. I come down the block, boom, my man like, yo, son, them niggas on the corner, I'm like, what? Who? Them niggas right there. Like, well, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to go make it happen. He like, nah, but Zeke, stay here because you ain't got nothing to do with this. I bet, say no more. Whatever happened, happened. But allegedly, but what I'm trying to tell you is, had I walked across the street with him, even though nobody died, I would have picked up that beef. Because it'd be like, nigga, you was with them niggas that did that shit. So it was simple street shit that niggas don't say, right? So now think about this, what I'm about to tell you. If you're in a gang, right, and you're not with your gang in the dorm, and they put you in the dorm with your ops, this is what the fuck you signed up for. There's no back against the wall. There's no, it's me against the world. Why are y'all niggas picking on me? I don't feel the way them niggas feel. If your gang is at war, and they put you in a crib tour, you have to have that same energy. Yo, listen, I can't live here, bing, 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 because I'm not gonna become a victim, bro. I'm not gonna become a victim. You're not gonna beat. I'm not gonna know I'm walking into a dangerous situation and feel because I'm not the mother niggas, it can't happen to me. And that's what I'm trying to tell. This is where we're getting to now. You know what I'm saying? Because I listen to I don't know what you're listening to. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell y'all niggas what the truth and the fairy tales. So back to 50. So Ja felt 50 was a part of that. The sunstroke. We call it sunstrokes. The booking. For some of you niggas, which was right. But what Ja did was amazing. So Ja ended up catching more of the beef because the nigga that booked Ja is more official, like was official. Like niggas pick and choose their enemies. Like one time me and my man pulled up on a nigga and some shit happened. The nigga got beef with my man, but he got beef with me. You know what I'm saying? Fuck Zeke, but him, the nigga that was gonna lay me out, I'm cool with. So niggas pick and choose they ops. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we know he robbed us, but you was there and he was laughing. Well, who knows? So he rather pick the beef with Ja. Because I hear a rap nigga is good and it plays into what I'm doing. If I talk about these niggas, he's gonna get 20 other dirty niggas and they're gonna come and shoot the block up. And it had nothing to do with Preem, because Preem is not God. Even though people want to put Preem as God, Preem can't stop everything. I can't stop niggas I grew up with. Because you know, a lot of times you start getting money, niggas get older, bro. Niggas is different. Best I could do is tell you, yo, listen, I'm getting money with them niggas. Sometimes he probably have to tell niggas I'm extorting them niggas just to keep, my nigga, just to keep the wolves off Ja in the back. But what 50 did that was so smart was, and you know, allegedly, man, shout out to Black Child, man. Because he said, you know, they trying to say Black Child, the one that you know, allegedly hit him up. 50, you need to give Black Child at least $5 million. Here, take that, bro. Because if it wasn't for that situation happening in the studio, right? And them dumb dickhead niggas, and I'm gonna say dumb dick, I'm sorry for cursing, but going on Hot 97 and promoting that you had to order protection, trying to, you know, assassinate your character. Because that's what they want to do. They was too busy trying to assassinate your character. Oh, he's not a gangster because he signed the order of protection. What happened? Hot 97 and the rest of, because remember, at that point in time, Hot 97 was the #1 station in America, all the world. So a lot of other stations followed Hot 97 News, New York hip hop. It was either New York, Chicago, or LA News hip hop that really the world was listening to at that point in time. Shout out to Atlanta. Shout out to Too Short, one of the first pioneers to go to Atlanta with the hip hop shit. A lot, Outkast, there's a lot of rappers that started migrating to Atlanta back then. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Too Short. A lot of people don't know Too Short was one of the first guys that was, that was showing that level of support for the ATL in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Old Town. Back to the story, man. Back to the story. If I'm wrong, say it in the comments. That's what I'm trying to educate me. You know what I'm saying? But what Ja did is 50. So 50 said, after all that slander, he's a rat. What he did was smart was, I'm going to use them niggas to blow. I lost the record then. So what I'm going to do is, instead of me killing Ja or shooting up Hollis Ave or going to Farmers and punching the nigga in the face, all I gotta do is when I see Ja swing at him, I ain't even gotta fuck him up. Ja can fuck me up. I just gotta prove I'm not scared of Ja. That's the position he put Ja Rule in. Listen, y'all know Ja Rule, you can let him see this, tell him this. The position 50 put you in was, it didn't matter if you was gonna fuck him up. It didn't matter. Because all he had to do was see you and not run. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he did in the Atlanta hotel. He seen you not run and took a swallow. So he knew that was gonna get crazy. Security, police. We talk about Ja Rule when Ja Rule was bigger than Jay-Z at that point in time. We talking about Ja Rule, J-Lo Ja Rule. We talking about Ja Rule, a million Ja Rule. We talking about Ja Rule. Think about this. Jay-Z Hard Now, like we love Jay-Z's first album. We love it. Classic. Block Talk. When I went to the Freaknik in Atlanta, we had that shit in the tape deck. Shout out to my man Big L, my son from Troy. We went to, you know what I'm saying? I was at the Freaknik, P.T. Shido, like I've been in ATL. We had them. With some two dudes, Michi, other guys, those cats in the Bronx. I forgot them two rap cats. Their theme was like good times. They was from the Bronx. Boom. We had them in the tape deck. We had a Triple C mixtape in the tape deck. We had a Money Boss Players mixtape. And nigga, my man L, he know Minnesota and them niggas, Al Tariq and them niggas. Shout out to Minnesota, man. Now we here. Now you see we're getting the information out to the people. We on real time, they're passing the information. 50. What he does is so miraculous is he started making mixtapes. Because now the talking hip hop is 50 Cent told on Ja Rule. So what's 50 Cent response? I'ma dish you every day and clown you. So what 50 Cent did was you pussy, and every other song he did, which is classic. I'm not gonna kill this nigga because every time I diss him, Camp Low, facts, CT Massive. It was Camp Low. We had that in the car. We also had Wu-Tang Clan, the Triumph album, Biggie Smalls had just dropped. And I'm gonna tell you when I was in ATL, and when I say this for niggas that was down south that know, they had a God body issue. Where they were saying the God bodies, the 5%ers was trying to migrate in Atlanta, my nigga. That's the year I was at the Freaknik. So if you was in ATL at that point in time, that was the biggest issue going on with the gang shit. Like, yo, the 5%ers, they down here and they going crazy. I was there. You feel what I'm saying? I remember that was in the newspaper, the 5% Nation, the 5%ers. What's your jacket was popping. So now your man, he used what? Oh, now I didn't see that one yet. You know what I'm saying? That shit was like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so as I'm paying attention, so you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, 50 a smart motherfucker because he used that to his advantage. What he did was he started making mad mixtapes. So now niggas is hearing His response is to him clowning them niggas. Fuck them niggas, they pussy, boom, boom, boom. Then he got a little crew together. He got, he got Smurf Domination. He got a couple of good shooters with him. He got a couple of goons with him, and he got a couple of good, he got the yayos. I didn't even think about them niggas. He just was on some VG unit. So now the streets is on some, yo, fuck that. He going against these niggas. While they go on the radio, he in the streets. That was a smart fucking move. While they on the radio talking shit about me, I'm in the streets. So what happens is, because he's fucking with y'all, he's saying shit, he's doing, now he interviewing them, he throwing shots at them niggas, fuck them and fuck them. You know what I'm saying? He doing his little 1-2s to agitate these niggas, just like he do now on social media, and it worked. Eminem probably said, yo, who's this nigga going after the hottest nigga one of the hottest niggas in New York? We talking about, and I told you, Jay. Jay had the first album. The second album did not do what Jay wanted it to do, the second album. I seen Jay-Z perform at the No Way Out tour. He was the first one on stage with bulletproof vests with Dame Dash in them in Albany, New York. The first stop was in Albany, New York, Times Union Center. Jay-Z left the tour after that show, went back, and then that's when we got Jay-Z's first commercial hit album. Hard Knock Life. And the lead single was with Ja, Emil, and Jay off that album. He went back, he left the No Way Out tour. If you want to donate, it's up there. Like the super chat. This is a fact. I seen him at the thing, he had the bulletproof vests on. Puff put a show on though, I ain't gonna lie, that's when Biggie died. That shit was ill. Busta Rhymes did his thing, he came out of a castle. That shit was crazy. He did it up for Brooklyn that night. He did it for Biggie that night, bro. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Make you blow dollars. He did it for Biggie. Jay-Z left the tour, so think about it. What it helped Ja go off the roof was he did a song with one of the hottest niggas in America at that time, Ja Rule. Ja Rule was one of the hottest niggas in hip-hop. That shit with him and J-Lo was on MTV specials. They was performing in front of the U.S. Armed Services. Him and J-Lo, I'm Real. Tell me if I'm wrong. Please tell me. So now Ja going against the hottest thing. Remember, this is Ja Rule. Ja Rule probably like 7 platinum by now. He going against the hottest nigga, but he going at him in the street. But people are paying attention. Wait a minute. Ja keeps saying that he telling, but this nigga mixtape, the last one I bought is fire. What happens with fire, you get some smart dudes around you. He said it himself. He linked up with some African, the niggas that was bootlegging on 23rd Street. Y'all niggas know that's when the bootleg district was still the bootleg district. And them niggas had the mixtapes. And he went to them niggas and fed Fufu and them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Muhammad and them niggas. He fed them niggas to mix the masses. And he fed the streets. So now, even though we're not getting no radio play, we the hottest niggas in the street because every interview you do, they're gonna ask you about 50 Cent. What's up with you and 50 Cent? You know what I'm saying? It worked. Wankster worked. So now you got M, who's probably like, who this nigga beefing with this nigga? Hear the nigga like, oh, he got potential. Okay, let's fly him in. The rest is history, right? So think about this. Had Ja just not included him in a robbery that he just was with, but he didn't participate. I've been in a bunch of those robberies before where I'll walk with a nigga and allegedly the nigga be like, yo, Zeke, I'm about to book this nigga. All right, I got you. But if I knew it was $200 million, maybe I'm rolling with the wrong niggas. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because think about it. He done got shot. But him getting stabbed wasn't even the bad part. It was that them niggas went and said there was an order of protection against the nigga. That was their demise. Because everything else that came with Preem is because what Preem was doing. Remember, Preem got caught uptown with a gun and like 30 racks, fake ID to my he's an executive for Def Jam, shit like that. So then, you know, at that point in time, they was getting sued by TVT Records. TVT Records was like, Ja owed us money, and allegedly Def Jam was funded with drug money. So they had their own little sucker shit going on. Then you had some niggas that allegedly was fucking with Ja, that was swiping the cards and all that, and that shit just made shit worse. So they started booking niggas, and then you got, you know, Preem with his shit going on, and then you had this personal shit with the E-Money bag shit. So that shit just went all over. In the meantime, your man 50 Cent became an artist, a rap artist. He really took hip hop serious, like Fat Joe. Fat Joe said, when I first was doing this shit, it was fun. Then I took this shit serious, and boom, Fat Joe is still here. He started taking this shit serious, listening to people, taking notes, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that, Zelo, because you have to keep it funky. You gotta keep it funky, bro. Because because it's just all reality, right? If me and you walk down the block, and I see a rap nigga, I say, yo, here goes Smoother Hustler. And I see Smoother Hustler, not Smoother Hustler, but Smoother Hustler, right? I'm on the block. He got a big ass chain on. And I go, I'm gonna tell you about the book him. It's not like I'm walking, I'm gonna snatch his chain and you being surprised. Like, yo, something about to get the nigga. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be on board, boy. Say no more. I get half, right? That's all you worried about is what you gonna get out the deal. You know what I'm saying? Snatch and grab. You know what I'm saying? It's just that the nigga that, like I told you. Yeah. A lot of niggas be like, you know what I'm saying? And I try not to go that route. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you have to give these niggas the okay, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say allegedly for. That's why I have to, you know what I'm saying? Because dudes are just think somebody just talking. Or, you know what I'm saying? So you, oh shit, that's okay, that shit makes sense. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way for it to work. Now the nigga that allegedly was with 50, like I said, was an official nigga. Niggas pick and choose their enemies. They pick and choose their ops. So not picking 50. 50 was not much as a threat as the nigga he was with. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we rather have beef with him than him. You know what I'm saying? Cause a nigga rather have a hip hop beef at that time than cause we just take it out on him. I'll fuck this nigga and and then he won't get no hip hop money compared to playing with a nigga that play in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Because the nigga that play in the streets can always gather up 2-3 goons. Get in the car. I gotta have a conversation with somebody real fast. Word, say no more. A lot of niggas love niggas, man. There's a lot of love in these streets. Don't think the streets so niggas. The streets ain't got no love because if you play in the streets too long, you will create enemies. You will create people that's not gonna like you. But the streets do got some love, man. You got some niggas that get out there bed for you and pick that slammer up. Oh, yo, let's go. Yo, what's up? Son acting crazy? I got you. He don't even know I know you. Say no more. You know what I'm saying? That's be real. This is not the penitentiary shit. We're not talking about I could go to the box and disappear to 4 other jails and we'll never see each other again. Because all I got to do, see, in the penitentiary, right? There's one trick nobody tells you about, right? Now, I mean, the one trick is they ask you who you could be around or who you can't be around. So if I say 8 names I got beef with, I'll never pop up in the spot with you ever in my bed. Non-contacts. Oh, nobody ever mentioned that. Out of all the jail talk niggas talk about, nobody ever mentioned these gang niggas about their non-contacts. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of them niggas. That's why you wonder, well, how come them niggas never bump heads in the same spots? Non-contacts. Not saying all gang niggas, but street niggas. There's niggas that they done did some weird shit. I can't have contact with him. Why? I fucked this girl. You know what I'm saying? He gonna kill me. Yo, I can't go over here because I got beat. But they ask you. Non-contacts. And niggas be having their list of names, and that's why you wonder, why these niggas never bump heads in those spots? Because somebody has a non-contact. Because jail don't care. Your number pop up, you want to move, you want to go. The only thing that stop you is non-contact. Do I think, I don't know, man. You know, he got a lot of shit over his head, Fat Cat. He has, not just the cop shit, the drugs, the baby mother. She had the CEO shit. So it's too much that law enforcement to beef about. You know what I'm saying? Like if he make it out, that means that the societies is changing. Remember, there's a lot of shit that's over his head. Like when you think about the PO that died, rest in peace, allegedly they put his name, they attached his name to that. They attached his name to, the baby mom situation. You know what I'm saying? Then they attached him to the cop. Even though he had nothing to do with the cop shit, but they still attach his reign of, well, that was your man that did that. You know what I'm saying? So even though he had nothing to do with it, he still got, his name got attached to that stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? So when they sit down, boom, 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 they might say, well, but you're the reason for this, that, and that happening. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully not. Because, parole boards change, and hopefully they become more liberal. Like the guys that killed the cop. Last month I knew they all got smacked at the board. You know what I'm saying? They you know what I'm saying? They deucing them niggas. But it's crazy because you see the difference between the people, right? The individuals that killed Malcolm X, I believe they free now. See what I'm saying? But when you kill a cop, see, you kill a African-American activist, you make it home. Okay, you out. You kill a cop, they do their best to keep you in jail. But don't get it twisted. They did let some cop killers out of jail, but not too many. You understand what I'm saying? And they always find a loophole of why they let the motherfucker out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, because you know what it was, man? Guy Fisher, man, out of all the bullshit, man, because he went to jail over some shit. All right. Guy Fisher went to jail because he was sleeping, allegedly, with somebody's girl. And the guy put together a case with the feds to take Guy down and arrested him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. John Doe on the nose. You kill a cop, it's going to be a long ride for you. You know what I'm saying? I don't see too many niggas make their board for killing cops. You know what I'm saying? But so when Guy blew, that was his whole purpose of what he actually did, Nicky Barnes. You know what I'm saying? Because what Nicky did was he claims he did all the telling because he was fucking with my girl, and that was treason. So I think the case was more or less against Guy. So when Guy blew, there was probably special recommendations like the nigga need to do all this. That's why Nicky Barnes felt like he gonna die in jail. Like fuck him. Now look what happened. He died before the nigga came home. Because Nicky Barnes died. You know what I'm saying? Now this is what I mean about you niggas that talk a lot. Nicky Barnes, before he died, guess where he worked at? He worked for a Fortune 500 retail store before he died. So imagine in Minnesota. So imagine how many people came to him because he had the New York walk and talk, an old nigga, and these niggas running their mouth to this federal agent. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Yeah, Nicky Barnes died, man. You gotta Google that. Nicky Barnes, he died in Minnesota, and they say where he was working at. And that shit is crazy. So imagine how many niggas he met in the witness protection and telling him, yo, they think he a cool old nigga from New York. He played the New York shit. And yo, I'm from New York. My name is Bob. And what about all of that? He took all that money shit so that he know how to do that talk to get him in. And yo, my cousin got 20 guns over here. Then they wonder why niggas is getting bagged. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird because witness protection, they move people to these states. Wyoming, Minnesota, Idaho, They send them to places where there's less likely something to happen to you. You know what I'm saying? The average Ku Klux Klan member is not paying attention to a fat cat niggas. You know what I'm saying? But it's a real range. Check out the nigga Glaze. Glaze be seeing a lot of situations, man, when it pertains to them. You know what I'm saying? And when you listen to this, man, you gotta listen to they was getting middle income money. Remember, mind you, when we say we was getting money in Harlem, in East Harlem, y'all see what that shit looked like. Vacant lots. You know what I'm saying? Abandoned buildings. Then you look at Queens and go, damn, niggas had houses. Yeah, he had a couple of housing complexes, but it was all houses. So they was getting the working class money. And then Long Island is like, what, 10 minutes from there? And you ride Jamaica Ave to the 200s and all that shit, you right there in LI. What's that, Elmont or some shit like that? You go on Hempstead Avenue, that shit shoots you straight out to LI. So they getting all that's flowing. But it wasn't because there was a crew. They had the Joey Buttafuoco. That's what people look for, Joey Buttafuoco. Don't get it twisted. People don't go, I'm gonna go to the South Side to go purchase this because it's on the South Side. No, they go where it's Joey Buttafuoco. So that goes to show when you have a large landscape, you get the Joey money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, son. You know what I'm saying? I remember though in the 80s, right? Or early 90s, there was a mob guy. With the drug deal going bad, he killed the federal agent. I remember when this happened. The difference with them niggas is, in those spots I never knew was popping till that's in Hempstead, Wine Dance, Central Iceland. I knew about all that shit with the hip hop shit, but I never knew that niggas was getting rich out there. You know what I'm saying? And definitely shout out to Long Island, man. Definitely Elmont, you know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to LI, man. Cambria Heights. You know, it's crazy because I remember when he killed, but the mob allegedly killed the nigga that killed the cop. So then that's why they didn't get the heat went away. Allegedly, mob guy killed the cop, and them niggas got rid of him, and boom, police fell back again. Only difference that Giuliani was on him too much. He had units like Gambino and Casey. He was just different with the mob. I'm just giving you a good example. When that shit happened with Fat Cat, that didn't happen. It just escalated to police kicking in doors, and then this nigga George Bush running around, running for president with this cop's badge, talking about it's a war against drugs, it's bigger than Nicaragua, it's bigger than what y'all think? It's a war on drugs, so we have to get more tactical. And that was the beginning of TNT. But they still didn't have a solution. Their solution was, once he got in the office, he got on we're gonna lock everybody up. If you ever remember the early TNT days, they was locking everybody and their mother up. The sweet van and coming and start snatching. Rikers Island in certain buildings was full to capacity. I remember when, in them 80s, at one point, Rikers Island, people were sleeping in the gym. You know what I'm saying? That's how much capacity it was. Then they start opening spots like Riverview. If you got a gun, you know what I'm saying? And you know, spots that was, you go upstate, but you're doing city time. You know what I'm saying? Rikers Island was packed to its capacity until, I'm going to be clear, could be wrong, but if I'm wrong, hit the comments. Pataki began to change the game. You know what I'm saying? A buying bus wasn't just getting you 5 years probation no more. Buying bus was getting you a 1 to 3. You know what I'm saying? If this is your second one, you was getting a 2 to 6. If this is your third one, we need to sit and talk about it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It was a different time. It was a different energy. You know what I'm saying? It just flows into that, what was going on. Then, you know, that's what, it was mass incarceration. You know what's funny? It was mass incarceration. My man Frankie Luciano put me on to something. It's true, it was mass incarceration during Cuomo, but we ain't really see the effects of it until this to Bush and Pataki and the rest of it. And actually, not even Bush. Clinton came to office. That's when I think it got real bad, though. We could be wrong, though, but I think that's when the cookie cutters was being built at a massive rate, and they started finding places to sit us. And I know at one point, though, New York State prison, because you know IBM is in New York State. They had I think it's by Poughkeepsie, right? They got IBM or warehouse or corporate, whatever they got with IBM. IBM at one point was one of the biggest employees in New York State. New York State prison became the biggest employee for New York State in the 90s. So a lot of people that say it was in the street was really touching the penitentiary. I remember, I believe IBM was in the Poughkeepsie area or one of those areas, but IBM was, yeah, it was like one of the #1 employees in New York State at one point in time. And then the New York State Department of Corrections became, boom, #1. You know what I'm saying? So all this came from a cop getting shot. You know what I'm saying? All this came from the hate mail, the TNT shit, and then, you know, there's more sitting down and networking and plotting and planning. The beginning of the shock shit kicked in, and we got to do people ideas kept coming up. We got the 6-month program, we got this, we got that. Because whatever you did with these jails to get the federal funds, I think you had to play the whole KSAT, ASAT shit. But no, it gets facts. You have to play that whole scene. So what happens is, all right, to get the jail built, we're gonna have an ASAP program and KSAP program. We're gonna have these programs that the feds are gonna pay for. You know what I'm saying? So it's just not they sitting in jail, but protected school with college. But you was able to get like you know what I'm saying, the ASAT and the KSAT. You know what I'm saying? This is a dope live, man. I really do appreciate all those that come in. And I know, like I told you, the disclaimer, to the disclaimer, I appreciate all those that come to support, man. It's just New York history, man. Yep, exactly. So I think with him, it's going to be a lot of, that's why I say allegedly, there's going to be a lot of, there's going to be a lot of, you know, his parole board is going to be a little more different because you're going to have different type of family members pulling up, and you know, that parole shit is different because they still associate him with that stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he the reason why, originally why parole changed. Them niggas, they POs, probably was clowns, but they got worse after that shit happened. And now they even more worse. Because I think a couple of years ago, when I first came home, somebody shot parole up in downtown Brooklyn, and they just put more clamps on niggas. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So definitely, man, you know, I appreciate although, I had to do this live for you, man. I seen the show. It was something that was on my mind. And I wanted to touch on it, you know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to Southside Queens, man. Shout out to Chopper. I'm Black and all them H Money bags, you know what I'm saying? You know, the young rap cats out there on the South Side, man, you know what I'm saying? Being on them, they doing their thing, on something to Linden, you know what I'm saying? You know, that trendy movement is crazy, get involved, you know what I'm saying? We here, man. Definitely shout out to my man Mark, Eastside Mark, man. Salute to Eastside Mark, man. It's my geyser, you know what I'm saying? So we got another, you know what I'm saying, the goats, you know, Shirt Kings. We got some things in play, right? This is before the Prince era, but the Supreme Team, you know, Mickens, and they had a different run and things that was going on, and he touched on some 50 Cent. Somebody asked me earlier about what I think about Meek Mill. Meek Mill is just gonna do young things. He's doing what young dudes do. You know what I'm saying? It's just that he's in the media and he gets caught up a lot. You know what I'm saying? He gets caught slipping a lot. But you know, good or bad, it's advertising for him because as long as we report on his mistakes, his name will remain relevant. So maybe that's why some of the mistakes he doesn't care about. Because he knows that there are gonna be 80 shows on YouTube that's gonna speak about his mistakes and people are just gonna go Meek Mills. And even if somebody never really heard of him before, now they're gonna check out his music. So now he might even get 30,000 views. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, my bad for doing that. He ain't stupid. You know what I'm saying? This people because remember they're not doing shows right now. Nobody's really doing shows because of this whole pandemic. So the only money they can possibly get is streaming. You know what I'm saying? Look at the NFL. The NFL said, Major League Baseball said they lost billions of dollars. This one year of no fans really, they lost over billions. So just imagine they can't wait to fix this solution. They trying to make their money back. You know what I'm saying? So what these rappers is doing, I gotta do something to stay relevant so that I can get people to listen to my music. And I don't care how they feel about me. Oh, my bad, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. But because of that, he probably got 2 million views because the controversy, because he knows that these guys are gonna blog on this. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Got a lot of bloggers, man. Dudes ain't stupid, man. Please tell me if I'm wrong. This is the new marketing. You do something stupid. Let me tell you something, right? Jim Jones. And I salute Jimmy on this one. You know what I'm saying? He had a conversation with Fat Joe and talked about back in the days. He watched what people were saying in the comments. Okay, this is a lane for me to talk about. I ain't got to talk about this gang shit all day. I could talk about a time that was popular for New York. People want to see this. Now, Jimmy does videos. So now he's doing videos in locations that was hot spots after the rucker. So now as he's walking, he's talking and reminiscing about the rucker, Grant's Tomb, Harlem Week. Dudes is like, yo, Jimmy, I remember that shit, the blocks, the DJ, the bus stop, the corners. Used to pull up with Chills, Diamonds, and the homies, and people see that. And even if they don't like Jimmy, they respect that. Like, yo, son, motherfucker might be in California, like, I remember I used to be out there with them niggas. Yeah, Cam was good in basketball. Yo, I'm telling you, for the rap shit, them niggas had shit on lock with the b-ball shit. Those is conversations, bro. So what happens now is, New York is loving him. A generation is loving him again. Because now it's just not the gang shit, it's the niggas that was outside. Like, thanks for speaking for us. Because a lot of times we get caught up talking just speaking to our one narrative, the homies. We speaking to us. Salute to Jimmy on that one, though. I salute him on that. He was being real. He wasn't faking the fuck with a nasty dunk. Before Cameron niggas as rappers, they was popular basketball players. So to be a popular basketball player, who would not want to sign you to some hip-hop shit? You know what I'm saying? These niggas was popular. Manhattan Center was in the newspaper. Shout out to Richie Parker, man. I feel bad for him because a bad situation happened in the school and he lost his situation. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas had the championship squad. Daily news, weekly. Manhattan Center right there in the hood, bro. That wasn't no private school. That shit was right there in the hood, right there in Little Italy, East Harlem. Pleasant Ave, used to be Benjamin Franklin, Isaac Newton. We here. Salute, family. Salute. Definitely cloud chaser. This is what I'm talking about. So when Jimmy was on that block, on that side block, like, yo, niggas wouldn't hear that. Like, Jimmy, thanks. You know what I'm saying? We don't hear about, we got the homies. You show love to the homies. Let's talk about, because a chosen few could remember that. Even some of the homies that was still wavy remember that. Like, yo, I ain't gonna front before all the jail shit. I was going to Grant's Tomb. I was going to Harlem Week. Going to 125th Street and taking a picture was crazy. I remember I seen Jada, them niggas. I'm talking about Jada first album. You see rappers, they post up by the Apollo Theater, flicking it up. That was dope. That was the culture. Mark, all the club. Yo, going to 125th Street in them 90s was like being, how do I say? That popular spot in Hollywood. Everybody go shopping at in Beverly Hills. It was the black Beverly Hills, bro. Big money car dudes coming through, drop tops. It was a fashion show on 125th. Niggas go through, so let me get that. Dr. J's, let me get 2 of those. This is the era. So when Jimmy speaks about that, that was real. That's like a Queens nigga talking about, the basketball tournaments. Other nigga getting clapped. That was real for Queens niggas. Gambling spots and all that shit. That was real for Queens niggas. You know what I'm saying? We can't say that they was quiet because Candace One made a song called The Bridge Is Over. Because when you look at the pictures from Teleblanco sent you, living lifestyle 100, Hassan for a rock, Queens niggas was everywhere. They was in the Fever. We talking about the Fever, not the new Fever, but the old Fever with Sal and Starsky and Busy B and all the rest of them niggas, the original hip hop niggas, Harlem World Flicks. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Queens, man. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely shout out to Queens, man. Exactly, man. Shout out to Queens, man. Peoples was popping. It's popping. You know what I'm saying? It was popping. Queens was popping. We here. You know what I'm saying? We here. Shout out to Queens. Shout out to my man Chopper, Alley Cat. This is the Bloody Money, the first one. Capone Noriega. Bloody Money. I met him with Trey. Them niggas caught a sunstroke, and I met the nigga at the club, you know what I'm saying, allegedly, and we was at a bar. sipping it up. You know what I'm saying? That's the first time I met Alley Cat. It's my guy. We've been friends over 20-something years. You know what I'm saying? Bump heads with him in Watertown and all that. You know what I'm saying? The guys, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Black, Free Digger. Shout out to Wise Brim. You know, Dink. You know what I'm saying? Don't say my nigga, you know what I'm saying? OG Rayman. You know, the 5'9" niggas. You know what I'm saying? This turned out to be a good live, man. It definitely turned out to be a good one, man. It turned out to be a good one, man. It definitely turned out to be a good one, man. Because now when we speak about, now we're talking about the eras and the generations. Now we're all on, you get the feeling of what the streets felt like. When we seen Strap, the movie Strap, that was real. Think about this. When Sticky Fingers, when Federal Star did Strap, right? He just dropping an album, that shit pop slam, blah, blah, blah. DMX, we first heard D. When D started blowing, when he did Belly, that shit worked, bro. You know what I'm saying? All that shit worked. Because this is what was going on at that point in time. You're talking about time and time spans. When we look at Onyx, when they first came out, they was the hottest niggas in America. Rest in peace, Jam Master Jay, man. Slam. Peace to my brothers on Rikers Al. That was major for dudes that was going to jail, bro. You had headphones, you can hear this shit. You know what I'm saying? At a time when it was massive, when dudes was getting snatched off the block, going straight to jail. Dudes was trying to find out-of-town spots. People say salute the DJs, but sometimes the DJs gotta salute the hustlers. Because in a lot of these towns, you wouldn't know about a DJ Clue if it wasn't for Queens niggas. You wouldn't know about certain DJs if it wasn't for they man coming out of town with a mixtape. Yo, this is my man, Grandmaster Vic. So now I go to Queens, I may go to Coliseum and see Grandmaster Vic tape and buy one. I don't know about Grandmaster Vic if I'm running around East Harlem. So the hustlers is what helped the mixtape game. Don't ever get that misconstrued. Don't get that. Before radio, it was the hustlers that was going out of town. If a nigga go to DC, he have a Triple C mixtape on, boom. A Ron G joint. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing on the side of that. So I gotta say, we need to respect the DJ. DJ start saluting the homies. Like, yo, you know what? I gotta respect niggas that was going out. I appreciate all those that was going out of town that was pushing our music. You know what I'm saying? Because this is how somebody got hot in Pittsburgh. If you bought a Kick and pre-tape out there. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody will listen to your music. So then what happens is somebody bootlegs it. There's a bootleg clothes store. Hell yeah. Grandmaster Vic, GM, you know what I'm saying? These are the guys that help the culture, you know what I'm saying? These are the guys that help the culture. That's the guys who helped the culture. It was the hustlers, us, the niggas that was on the block, the niggas that bought the tape. I don't know about Money Boss Players until my man L have a Money Boss Players tape. I don't know about Camp Low, but my man is playing them, but my man was like, I know these niggas. But my man was in tune with the Money Boss Plays. I don't know about Diamond D and them niggas until my man's Peanut and them niggas is talking about Melrose. My man Goldfinger, Melrose and all that shit, 153rd and all that. They was fucking with them niggas over there. Salute LD and 187. They know these niggas. I don't know these niggas. They tell me about, you know, Diamond D and them niggas from the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? Those are my niggas. So it was inspiring to see these niggas, like, when they played these tapes in the cars, the local DJs that hear that, yo, what beat is that? Yo, who got that? Yo, it's my man. That's when DJs was buying records. You wasn't on the record label's list. The only people that was getting free records is if you worked for a radio station or college radio. All that in the street shit, you really invested into your craft. You really was going to B Street Records and the rest of them shits, taking your chances, might get robbed by the Albert Square Mall, but you take a chance. You get them white label records, you got your records, and then you ready to go. Yep, doo-wop, Ron G. Doo-wop. What Bloom on the scene? Dudes buying mixtapes. Facts. That was the culture. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Remember the beef between him and Kid Capri? That was crazy. They had a mixtape beef. This is how big the mixtape game was. They had a mixtape beef. Like we listened to some of us listened to a new mixtape before we actually went and bought somebody out. Unless you was like Rakim. Yeah, Fat Cats and Clinton. Unless you was Rakim or you was Big Daddy Kane or shout out to Cutmaster C, you know what I'm saying? Or Big Daddy Kane, or you was certain rappers that we bought automatically. Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of shit we listen to just on the mixtape. Oh shit. These ghetto dweller niggas is hot. The ghetto dwellers, oh shit. Boot Camp Click, Fab Five. See, it's funny. I remember the 5-5 era with Boot Camp Click, Buckshot Shorty, Helter Skelter, Original Gun Clappers. You know what I'm saying? I remember that whole era. You know what I'm saying? That whole generation of hip hop was crazy. They had the game on Smash at one point in time. Music wise, like you really seen shout out to Helter Skelter, everything in Brownsville. Rest in peace, Sean Price. They definitely. Smith and Wesson, you know, the Original Gun Clappers, OGC, you know what I'm saying? Buckshot Shorty, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I gotta go to work in the morning. I did this special live for y'all. I gotta make some calls tomorrow. I know people like Zeke, you went live, but you ain't call me. I get it, but I had to do this live. It's on my mind. I want to get this out there. You know what I'm saying? This is for all the cut and scratch. Niggas been getting cut in jail though. Don't get it twisted. But all the cut and scratching conversation. We talking about a real time, real generation. And as you noticing, right, we ain't talking too much violence. You know what I'm saying? We're just telling you reality. Before I go, if your friend's about to rob somebody and you're walking with them, Black Moon, and you're walking with them, and you're walking with him, right? He about to book something. You have the right to go, nah, son, I ain't with all that. If you don't want to smoke. Sometimes you may think you and that person may have beef, but people pick and choose their enemies. So even though this guy might have run up on somebody and bust him over the head, it might even shot him. Might even shot a motherfucker. All the beef are going your way if the person don't feel you got that type of strength. I'm telling you the truth. So even though this nigga shot you, he the one that booked you, man, fuck that. He cool with me, but you a bitch nigga. So since you a bitch nigga, every time we see you, and you have beef for 30 niggas for just being a co-star to a nigga that walk past them niggas every day. So you gotta be mindful of this shit, party people. Be mindful. Just be mindful of what you liable to get caught up in because you wanna hold a real nigga down. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, when the smoke clear, that real nigga won't have that smoke. You'll have that smoke if they don't deem you as dangerous as the real nigga. And this is what happens with a lot of you niggas. A lot of you niggas be co-starring and shit, don't even know it, and then niggas catch you slipping in the back of your mind. I ain't gotta be with them niggas. I just with son. And them niggas do something dangerous to you. You be like, what happened? Nah, he was a such and such and such and such robbed him. But I be seeing such and such around, yeah, because they're scared of that nigga. You know what I'm saying? They're scared of son. They ain't gonna do nothing to him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But you ain't gonna fuck about you. They know nobody coming back to avenge you. The company you keep, bro. That's just, you know, before I go, that's the best thing I can tell you for the kids. Go to work, apply for some jobs, get some essential skills in because it seems to be this COVID shit is fucking shit up. Go get some essential skills so you can get these jobs, hospital, whatever's needed for essential. It might be, you know, suicidal, you can say, but fuck it. If you was on them blocks, you took a chance every day, right? What's the difference in the legal world? You know what I'm saying? We took a chance every day, dying, going to jail, being crippled. So there's nothing different in society with this reality. With that being said, I gotta go to work in the morning. I appreciate y'all. Thank you all those that come in. If I said anything off beat, hit them comments, and we can all correct it. We're gonna build the dialogue. Let's call it the dialogue. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? And that's what I've been doing the last couple of videos. We just building dialogues. You know what I'm saying? Peace, peoples. Have a good night, party people. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for coming, checking me out. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. With that being said, that's definitely peace, 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 peace. Peace, love, and unity. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Exactly.